Action like shit. What's up? You back? I'm back like a spine, ho. What's up? You already know what it is. It's me. It's your girl P, your favorite bitch and your favorite witch. And welcome to this week's episode of Postscript, also known as PS, the talk show. So happy that you could make it. So you already know how we start the show off with Laughable at Best. For this week's Laughable at Best, I am not one of those people who I feel like I want to use my platform to talk about certain shit, like, you know, as far as like politics and shit like that. But I just have to say the funniest shit that I have seen over the past week or so on Twitter is that we're either going to get AKA or we're going to get the KKK. Bitch, that's it. No in between. That is the funniest shit because it's the truth. If you stupid, you stupid. I can't help you with that. For this week's episode of What's the Tea, this is a, what is this shirt? This says, Upperclassmen Area Council, connecting a community of leaders. I don't know why I have this shirt or what the fuck I'm doing with this shirt. I ain't never done nothing with no housing at school. But nonetheless, on the back of the shirt, it sure as hell say Wilson, Rams, Gleason, and Foundations. So, and that was the name of the upperclassmen buildings at my school. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this shirt or how I got the shirt or why I got the shirt, but I got the shirt. That's this week's segment of What's the Tea. This week's for P's favorite pieces. At this point, Dollar Tree need to sponsor me, bitch, because I stay in there. I'm always telling y'all about some bomb shit I found in Dollar Tree. So let's just start with these. These is empty, so I'm sorry I can't show y'all the lash style right now, but I don't feel like getting up and going to get them. So I'll show y'all those probably next week episode. But these 2 packs of lashes that I got from Dollar Tree, right? The one that I already wore is called Daydreamer. And these are called Disarming. They're just some cute little baby lashes just for like work. Like, you know, I usually pair them with like another pair of baby lashes and mush them together. So I have 2 different lash styles on, but I just mush them together and make it one lash. Because y'all know baby lashes be thin and flimsy as fuck. So, yeah. So these are just some cute little LA Colors lashes from the Dollar Tree. Hit up your local Dollar Tree. I don't even really fuck with this brand of lashes for real. It's the Ione brand that be having the bomb ass lashes. I just ain't never seen these by LA Colors, so I got them. But the Ione drinks be bomb as shit. So make sure you get them lashes when you see them in the Dollar Tree too. Oh, and then my other thing I want to talk about for P's favorite pieces is look at these little mints. I don't even know if y'all can read those or you can see what it say. But I got these, I think I got these from Specs, the liquor store out here in Texas. These say Blanche's Southern Charm Mints. If you know me personally, you know I fucking love Golden Girls. That's my shit. I love that show. It's so funny. And these, I haven't opened these yet. These are Roses back in St. Olaf mints. Because if you watch Golden Girls, you know that Rose is from St. Olaf. What's these? Oh, these say Dorothy's and Light mints, because y'all know Dorothy's Fortnite always got a little cute comeback, always got something to say, always got a little kiki to give. So, and these say, take one before sleep, sweetheart. Pray for brains. That's some shit she would tell Rose. And then finally, last but not least, these are Sophia's judgments. Because y'all know she always is reading somebody fulfilled. And then it says, picture it, Sicily, 1922. An attractive peasant girl finds refreshing flavor. Oh, I guess I should have read the other ones too. What does Roses say? Roses say, back in St. Olaf mints, enjoy the bold Viking flavor after Gürkenflugen cake. I'm sorry. Okay, and then these say, of course, Blanche says, keep your mouth ready for anything. And that wraps up this week's segment of Piece for Pieces. Okay, and let's just go to what pissed me off today. I know what pissed me off is usually like kind of funny or like I have like a rhetorical question or like it's something witty. But today I'm actually pissed off about this because I went to this like group therapy session thing, and we'll get more into that when we get the conscious cunt. But do you know how fucking irritating it is to be secure like in your everyday life? Like, I feel comfortable in being able to provide for myself and take care of myself and, you know, have my finances in order and shit like that. That's cool. But I'm in a point in my life where, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm Miss Bitch, got it together, best bitch ever. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just being real with y'all if I can real quick. I'm in a point in my life where I don't know anyone who has what I want, so I don't really have no resources. So yet the fuck again, here I am figuring it out as the fuck I go. And that really bothers the fuck out of me, because usually when I have to figure shit out as I go, once I get past that point, I'm able to look back and I can see shit on where I could have improved on, or where I could have did shit better, or if I would have did this, if I would have did that, if I would have did that. But of course, that usually comes once I have foresight and I understand what the fuck I'm gonna be experiencing and going through, so I can speak to that experience and know how to make it better. So, and I'm saying that in regards to like really starting my adult life, like my 30s and shit like that. Like I'm not trying to still be like paying rent for no apartment and shit like that. But I'm not trying to be living in one of them modern cookie cutter ass houses. No shade, because bitch, I don't have a house right now, so I'm not nobody to talk about nobody with no house. But I don't want that marble countertop, gray counters, Samsung fucking stainless steel double side refrigerator with the 2 drawers for the freezer. And that, y'all know the house I'm talking about, because you can see it right now. They usually be like black on gray and white. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want that. I don't want one of those like new built houses or whatever the case may be. I'm starting a homestead. I don't know nobody that own no fucking land. I don't know nobody that know nothing about fucking soil. I don't know nobody that know nothing about planting shit. I don't know nobody that know nothing about herbalism and shit like that. I'm saying, but not personally. Now, granted, because I'm a resourceful ass bitch, best believe I got resources. But it's just like, that shit is so overwhelming to not be able to just call up your little auntie and be like, what was the paperwork you had said you had gave to the people when you was trying to get the land and you got the grant and the loan and that. Like, that's so fucking annoying. Like, that really grinds my fucking gears. Like, it's given, I need a mentor, bitch. I need support. I need help. I need somebody that already got what the fuck I got what I want, so I can ask them how the fuck they got it. And then they can have that foresight that I was just talking about as they was figuring it out the fuck as they went along, and they can give me that information. Bitch, I'm tired of struggling to get to the next level. That shit is tiring as fuck, and it's depressing, and it really pisses me the fuck off. And I do have adults in my life, but you know what I'm saying? I'll fix my credit, bitch. And let's not even talk about that, because bitch, it wasn't my problem to fix. We ain't gonna get into that right now. Anyhow, bitch, I done fixed my credit. I done figured out that game. I understand how to take care of myself and make sure that I pay my bills and save, and I can travel and have fun. Like, I got all that shit down. I own my car. Ain't nobody coming to snatch my shit. I don't pay no car note. I pay the insurance. I put gas in that little bitch and I go. I pay that phone bill. Like, I pay the electricity. Baby girl got groceries all the time. But it's trying to get to that next level that I'm really starting to understand. Bitch, here you go again. Back at square one with no help, no support, no resources, no lifeline. Bitch, everything you gotta know and you know is some shit that you gotta figure out on your own. It's some shit that you already figured out on your own. Is anybody else in that same boat? That's not tiring as fuck. Like, bitch, my father is about to be 79. That nigga lives in a whole different life than what the fuck I live. There is no way in hell I could call my father and ask him about some modern shit. This nigga was at my house and asked Siri, does Walmart have electricity? When we was in the hurricane. He is living a different fucking life. He don't have the answers I need, bitch. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think I already said what I was trying to say. So that's all I'm saying. Oh, I guess that little weak ass what's the tea kind of does tie into this week's segment of questions that need answers. Did you get your tickets? Is you getting your tickets? Am I going to see you? Is you going to see me? Or, if you're staying at home, you're staying at home. Trails 8. When he said that, I was at work cackling. Trails is so funny. Like, them fucking Instagram stories he posted that day when he dropped them tickets, dog. That shit was so funny. Because if you're staying at home, you're staying at home. We here to tell you right now, we do not care. Did you get your tickets? That's the question that need answers. Oh, and then, why y'all be staying in hotels? Y'all be doing that? Because I've always got an Airbnb. Every time I come to West End, back for homecoming. Y'all be getting hotels? How much that shit be costing? Why y'all be doing that? Anyhow. Okay, for this week's segment of Conscious Cunt. So, the last 2 weeks, I stopped eating meat and I stopped eating out. And I don't mean for life, bitch. I meant for the last 2 weeks. And when I tell y'all, I believe in science and I understand the way that shit works and all that. But I also understand like alchemy, and I understand wellness and the way that certain things align with your wellness and with your body and with its functions and things like that. Bitch, the amount of mucus that was coming out of my body. And I was just like, this is disgusting. Like, this is disgusting. What Erica say, I am disgusting. Like, bitch, that took me for a loop. It was gross, absolutely gross. Like, and they say like, you know, when your body holds on to mucus, that's how you get like disease and ailments and all that kind of shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was just like, you know how like when you hear kids and they got that nasty ass cough and you know they need to spit that shit out? All of a sudden, I just started coughing like that and was just coughing up mucus. Like, it gets scary when you start to understand the way that the body and shit really work. I'm not talking about none of that shit they told us at school and all of that. I'm talking about the way that shit really works. That when you eat certain shit, the way that it processes and the way that you have cycles and the way that certain shit break down. And like, that shit gets kind of scary. It makes me not want to eat nothing, but I'm fat. So that makes it kind of hard too. But I'm definitely elevating in my wellness journey. I don't eat the way that I used to eat 5-6 years ago when I was in college. And I sure as hell don't eat the way that I want to eat on my highest level just as of yet. But I'm working towards it, and that's all that matters. Progress, bitch, little by little. I told y'all I've been talking about the past couple weeks. I'm reading Tell My Horse. And I'm probably going to continue to talk about this over the next several weeks because I'm not in a space in my life right now where I'm just sitting down and reading for 3 and 4 and 5 hours. I might read for a cute little 30-45 minutes every day out of that book. And I get a couple little chapters done or a chapter. But anyhow, I came to tell y'all about my new favorite Jamaican proverb that I learned about in that book because I cannot get it out of my head. Okay, I lied. I got to. The first one is dog run for him character. Hog run for him life. In other words, that shit is not hitting the same for us. That means that shit is for fun and for shits and giggles for you. That is my bread and butter. That is my end all be all. Right? Right. That's one of my favorite things about literature is when you like read shit and you get to like tell your own perspective and like give your own meaning and like, and when you like excavate the words and like pick them apart and like that lights me up on the inside. That and grammar gets blood running through my veins. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. The other one I really like is table napkin want to turn tablecloth. In other words, you know, you trying to elevate. You trying to climb the ladder of social status and economic status and shit like that. Bitch, that's what I was just talking about in the other segment. I'm just fucking table napkin trying to turn tablecloth, bitch. What's going on? I mentioned earlier about the group therapy thing. As always, shout out to my girl Ruby. We had a birthday party for her yesterday. That's why this episode is late. We was fucking lit. I had such a good time. Thank you for including me. Thank you for having that. Thank you just for cultivating an amazing space. We did karaoke. She had a charcuterie table. Bitch, not a board. A table. And I was just like, oh, that's a vibe. We was in there doing karaoke, having drinks, mimosas, getting lit. I had a great time. So I went to an event for group therapy. I went to an event at Wander Like Wander last week, and it was a group therapy like session thing, and it was a licensed, you know, clinical therapist there, and she was a black lady, and she looked fucking amazing, and that's when I really knew, yeah, you got top the fucking. Anyways, the black lady, she was a therapist, and it was all black women there. We were all like sitting in a circle, and people were just venting and just saying things that, like, you know, were bothering them. And that's kind of why last week when I was talking about, like, you know, I'm sorry for people that hate their job, because a lot of that shit came up. People was like, I fucking hate my job, but bitch, I need money to live and survive and sustain my life. But that was absolutely just so, it just felt good to my soul just to be vulnerable with people and share space with people who were willing to, you know, admit to their shortcomings mentally and how they were feeling and like emotionally and shit like that. Like, that was and of course I went in there hooping and hollering about what the fuck I was just in here hooping and hollering to y'all about not having any direct mainline connections when I'm trying to get to this next level of my life. So year. And then also while we're here, girl, I also was out the other night at my friend's birthday party and met another black therapist. And I said, bitch, is that a sign that I need to go talk to the lady? Because I've been wanting to go back and talk to the lady because I'm in a good space, like mentally, like I'm happy. And that was the last time I talked to the lady when I was like, I'm about to kill everybody or myself, bitch. Somebody gotta go. So I'm in a very good space mentally right now, but it's like some life shit that I got questions about. Kind of like how I was just talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? Struggling to get to the next level, to level up, to elevate yourself and shit like that. Like, I just be needing some guidance from a unbiased medium, bitch. Okay, that was probably the longest I went on Carter's Cut, but everyone go for bar. There are so many songs and just too many to address right now, but the one that I'm going to address right now for this week's bar for bar is called Forget About Me, and it's by Trevor Jackson. And when I say there's too many songs about this, there is just too many songs about him singing about how bitches is playing in his face, and I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it, because why y'all treating that man that look like that sing like that dance like that act like that? Why y'all doing that? So we're gonna get into a couple of lyrics from this song, because it's a couple bars that just hit me, and I said, Trevor, who are these hoes? Like, what's going on? Why they treat me like that? The first thing I want to talk about is the first couple opening bars of the song. He says, it's hard to talk a song when you fucking sing it. You said I wasn't the only one. I'm glad that you told me. You said so it wouldn't hurt me if I ever found out. That's the first thing I want to say. Who are you bitches that feel like he belong in a lineup and not as the MVP star player? But anyhow, that's the first part I want to talk about. And then we're going to talk about the chorus. The chorus literally says, she said, boy, fuck me and forget about me. How could I do that? Baby, when you're talking like that, yeah. She said, boy, fuck me and forget about me. How can I do that? When you put it down like that, yeah. Oh, when you put it down like that, yeah. That sounds like some shit a light skin bitch would say. No shade. No shade. Who is telling you that? Who is telling you that? I need to know. That's maybe another question that need to be answered. Trevor, who's telling you shit like that? That's crazy. And then the last bar from the song I want to talk about, this nigga says, you're the only thing that I think about now. FaceTiming me from another nigga's house. Telling me you miss me and you want to figure it out. I'm all ears, babe. Stop listening to that bitch. Don't listen to her. Why would you say that? Why would she say that? And listen, the pen goes crazy, because I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says written by Trevor Jackson. The boy writes. What is going on? Why they treat him like that? I don't like that. But y'all should go check out his album. It's called It's Complicated. And it's a bunch of songs on there. Him talking about how bitches is playing in his face. And I love Trevor Jackson. Like, I love his music down. I'm not a big R&B girl, but him and Jacquees is the two niggas I go up for when them niggas get to singing. Love it down. So make sure y'all check out It's Complicated by Trevor Jackson. Bitch, you got a song on there called Guy on the Side. It's just like it's a lot of games being played, and I don't like that for him. So that's this week's segment of Bar for Bar. Love you, Trevor. And y'all done seen the videos of him going viral singing, and like, what else make your face look like that? Never mind. Now let's move on to the final segment. Hashtag I cannot make this shit up. First things first, I do want to say happy new moon in Leo. That happened yesterday, which was Sunday, 8/4. And also happy, bitch, I don't know if y'all know, but Mercury went back to them Africans, bitch, and got their microgrades back in. Mercury is back in retrograde as of today, the 5th, and it's going to be retrograde until the 28th. Yeah, until the 28th. The new moon in Leo is happening in the second house, and the second house rules like finances and shit like that, your values, self-worth, all that kind of shit. Yeah, that's in the collective second house. However, in my specific chart, the Mercury retrograde is happening in my 5th house. I don't know what house is happening in for the collective. I didn't look into that. But anyhow, it's happening in my fifth house because of Taurus, and it's the fifth house is the house of romance and pleasure, right? Right. So I've been saying this for a while, but it's the energy is giving very much locking for I tweak out. Return to a space of making choices and doing things that transform you, your everyday life, your perspective, transform your experience, your values. Just get back into the era and back into your bag of transformation right now. Mercury is also in Virgo, and Venus is also in Virgo. So Mercury is the planet of communication and technology and messages and things like that. Virgo is the sign of like systems and value and routine. Not value. Why the fuck did I say that? Systems, routine, daily habits, your habits, all that kind of shit, coping skills, like shit like that. So with all that being said, with Venus and Virgo, I want us to think about, where are you working too hard and not yielding enough pleasure and joy from all that work that you putting into that shit. Also with Venus and Virgo, another little message is like, show love to the people in your circle, the people in your community, your loved ones, but also to yourself. Even if you may not have those strongest connections right now, maybe with other people or like in a relationship or whatever the case may be, do that for you. Like I said, do it for you in ways that allow you to participate in daily routines or in habits or in coping skills or in put systems in place that allow you to have space to show that for yourself, that love for yourself, to pour back into yourself or pour back into other people, pour back into your community, pour back into your collective, like shit like that. Because we are officially in Leo season. Leos are very courageous. So in you looking at the shit that you're working too hard for and not yielding enough result of pleasure back from, don't be afraid of that, the change that may come with that. Once you decide, I'm really doing a lot and this shit not even really giving like that, so I'm gonna just go ahead and clock out. Don't be afraid of what could happen after, of the could be's or of the results that come from that change or come from that decision. Chiron also is in retrograde right now. That happened last week. So that's really shining. Chiron is a asteroid, I believe, in our chart, and it's called the Wounded Healer. So it's like, something that you come here with that is going to be a struggle for you regardless, no matter what. So with Chiron being retrograde right now, it's wanting you to look at maybe that wound or that soft spot and see how you're making yourself small or how you're showing up in a way that isn't authentically you, so that you don't trigger that wound or trigger that soft spot so you don't get hurt. Fuck that. We in the point of fuck that. That shit gotta hurt. And that shit gotta hurt for you to know how much you can take. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of people talking about you or feeling the type of way about you or shit just not working out the way that you wanted and hoped and prayed for it to work out. Don't be attached to the outcome and to the results, like I said. I was listening to Louis' overview of like the new moon and the retrograde and all that stuff, and he was just giving like a nice little overview for the modalities. I've talked about this before, but there are 3 modalities, so you can do basic math, bitch. If there's 3 modalities and 12 astrological signs, there's 4 astrological signs in each modality. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And the little overview and message that he gave for the fixed signs was that you may be experiencing like a resurgence of old people, that y'all may have not like ended things on the best terms, of them like maybe wanting to right their wrongs or be like, that was kind of fucked up. Maybe we should have did this or maybe we should have did that. So just keep an eye out for that. The cardinal signs, that's Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. The message that he really gave was, all I could think about when he was talking about it was, love is an open door. I think that's a song from a Disney movie. I think that's from Frozen, if I'm not mistaken, or Tangled or something, one of those. I'm not really versed with the new Disney movies. Don't shade me on that. But he was saying that, the door for opportunity is open for you to experience things and to gain things that will stabilize either something you're working towards in the future or just simply to stabilize your future. So take that risk. Be aware. take heed of opportunity and don't be afraid. Because like I said, we in Leo season. I say be courageous. You know what I'm saying? Be passionate about shit. But I also need y'all to understand, you gotta lose some shit to get some new shit. And y'all be trying to hold on to shit when some new shit be trying to be coming. Cause you be like, but this is mine. And I know about this. And I've been through this. And I've been had this. Cause I've been had it. And I want to keep it. And it's like, okay, but that's all you ever gonna get. How you gonna get some new shit if you won't let that shit go? I don't know if you need to hear that. But a loss is not a loss. That shit is the lesson. Stop being so butthurt behind letting shit go. So yeah, just reroute yourself in a new place for transformation so you can secure and stabilize that future. You see how all the messages be coming together? You know what I'm saying? And then lastly, for the mutable signs, that would be Gemini, Virgos, Sagittarius, and Pisces. The message for y'all was very re-driven. So it was like revamp, rebuild, rediscover, realign. Specifically with your relationships with materialistic things. So like your relationship, like your finances, with your well-being, with your physical body, your soul, your mind, your spirit, like, you know what I'm saying? Because those things manifest our experience based off of how you feel with the material world. So sometimes you have to step back and look outside of, you know, the situation and try to understand how you can either edit what the fuck is going on or trash that shit and start over. Oh, another fun thing I wanted to talk about was the Lionsgate that's happening on 8/8. And if you are familiar with numerology, you also know that 2024 is a number 8 year. I've talked about numerology on here before, but bitch, when you add 4 plus 2 plus 2, it's 8. So we're in an 8 year, and Lionsgate is on 8/8. So Lionsgate is like a little magical little energetic portal. It's when a star called, oh my god, what is it called? It's a star that lives in Orion's belt. I can't remember the name of the star right now, but Orion's belt is a constellation. It's a star that lives in Orion's belt, and it gets like aligned with the sun on 8/8. It's kind of like a Kazemi almost. Remember when I was talking to y'all about the Kazemi, and I said that a Kazemi is when something aligns with the sun and it's like it gets like kissed by the sun. So it almost is kind of like that, but I'm not saying it's a Kazemi. Just trying to give y'all reference points to keep up with what the fuck I be talking about. But it's a magical little portal and an energy shift that invites you to claim those manifestations and the things that you're wanting to call in and bring into you. So a cute little ritual for that would be to write down the things that you want, 8 different things that you want, and say them aloud 8 times throughout the day on 8/8. And that is just, you know, something that we call ritual in the spiritual community. And a lot of y'all are fucking suffering with Christian psychosis and think that everything that's not white Jesus is fucking evil and demonic and shit like that. Ritual don't always mean slaughtering a chicken and giving fucking blood offering and shit like that. That y'all gotta get the fuck out of that. I don't know who needed to hear that, but somebody needed to hear that. Just because we not always talking about white sky daddy don't mean that, bitch, we over here talking about devils and demons either. We talking about some ancestral shit that people been doing before they shoved white sky daddy down our fucking throats. Anyways, I'm not religious. I'm not here to shit on nobody's religion or talk about that or nothing like that. But that's just what I needed to say about that right now. So that's a cute little ritual that you could practice for 8/8, the Lionsgate. So just to give a nice little wrap-up little overview, evaluate and look into your connections and your relationships. And I don't even just mean with that man or with that lady. That's not what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about your connection with spirit, your connection with community, your connection with God, your connection with your faith, your connection with your circle, your connection with your career, your connection with your motherfucking self, ho. Understand what's the give, the take, and bitch, what's not given, reciprocate. Because that shit gotta get cut out. It's like a tumor. It's like feeding on all the good shit and taking that out of your life. And you not getting to have a lot of that because it's being dispersed other places. So yeah, Look into it. What's given, what's taken, what's not reciprocating. Because that shit is not reciprocating, got to go. Again, we not talking about only in relationships with your significant other. We talking about all your material relationships, your relationship with your mind, with your body, your spirit, your soul, all that kind of shit, with your calling to what you need to be doing. And that don't have nothing to do with your job. I don't know who needed to hear that. And I don't mean in nothing that means making money, because manifesting money is the lowest vibration of abundance. And I learned that in a fucking life class I went to the other day, and that shit changed my mind. But manifest for things larger than that. And we're currently in a new moon right now. And I don't know if you all have ever paid attention to a new moon versus a full moon. A full moon is full of light, and that bitch is lit all the way up. A new moon is completely black and empty. So that means it's time for you to pour into and fill that bitch back up with everything that you need. So when we get to that full moon, it can illuminate all of the work that you've put in under the previous moon cycles before the full moon. You know, I just be trying to give y'all analogies and make this shit make sense, because it all be real. Be courageous, be fearless, and don't be afraid of or be shameful of outcomes that may come with making those choices. That's all I gotta say. That wraps up the episode. Bitch, I'm coming in less than 100 days. I don't know how to act. But we about to end the show. You already know how we end the show. Bitches be mad because they be hating, and bitches be hating because they be mad. Bye, y'all.